going on, guys, and welcome back to our All the Mods 9 series, and we're still over here at our chocolate factory. We are not going to be working over here today though, because there's a bunch of other stuff I want to do. I did see that they had an update with this actual mod pack, so if we go look in the quest section here, I don't know if this mod was already in it or not, but they've I've definitely not seen this quest section, and it's Draconic Evolution, which adds like a whole bunch of end game weapons and tools and boss fighters and some really cool ways of storing like loads and loads of fucking energy. So we definitely want to get into this at some point, but in order to get into this it actually requires like draconic cores, and then if I remember correctly, it's like the next tier of core requires, what is it? If we go this draconic core is Nether Stars, so we need a way of getting a lot of Nether Stars, because you do end up using these draconic cores quite a lot in order to like upgrade and sort of charge up your gear and all sorts of bits and pieces. So I was looking in better ways of automating our wither farm, and other than like pushing the resources over to it, so if, where was it? Over at the quarry, wasn't it? We go over here. This is literally our little wither setup at the moment. So it works perfectly fine, but in order to have it fully automatic, we would then have to be permanently feeding in the whatchamacallits, the resources to actually spawn the wither. Which honestly, it's just going to be, it's not an issue like getting the stuff over here and pushing it into there. The issue is having it sort of cut off when there's a lot simpler ways and straightforward ways of getting. Oh, we've got a load of essence in there of getting the Nether Stars, and I was looking at a mod that I've not actually used before, which is this hostile neural networks. So if we head back to our ship, I also need to change the armor set that we've got as well. So if we switch back over to this guy here, let everything boot up. And we become Iron Man, just because we move around a lot quicker and we can actually breathe. Provided that we have one of our oxygen tanks on us, in case we go out of bounds, like over here, so we don't take a damage anymore, which is good, because we don't want to take damage. In order to do this, I think we need to make these model network frameworks, which means we need smoothstone. Have we not got smoothstone on the go? We've got a load of smoothstone slabs. Oh, that works. Luckily we can craft them back. And then we want to, say, grab a whole bunch of these, because we're going to want different mobs. But I think the first thing we want to, so let's put a bunch of these into here, because we don't want to be holding them all. And then the simulation chambers, they are fine, so we can craft like, say 16. And then the loot fabricator, we don't really need a lot of them, so say 4. So what happens is that I'm assuming that because they've got different tiers of these, you right click in order to get the entity model, and then I'm fairly sure you have to kill them per each version of it. So 12 kills for the basic, 30 for the advanced, 45 for superior, and then I think that's as high as it goes. Nope. Simulation, so self-aware. But it also costs like a bunch of energy, so we are going to actually have to upgrade our energy production a little bit. Probably have one specifically for this, like the max tier is like 4000 RF per tick. And our current power gen is like 20,000 per each one of them power things that we're using. So if we go over to the power mod, and we go over to the matter, and it is, what is it? Generates 20,000 RF per tick, so that's fine. So we can have like one of them per every, what, 5? Yeah, my maths is correct on that. Per 5 of the like max tier generators. So probably if we have like 15, we're probably going to need 1, 2, probably like a 4 generator setup to also run the loot fabricators as well. It's probably going to be the best bet. But nevertheless, let's jump into getting a bunch of soul sand. Have we got soul sand? Soulless, soul sand. I know that we can craft soul sand, can't we? Soul sand. Yeah, there we go. I did not want to do that. Soul sand. Craft a whole bunch of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we want wither skulls. Let's just grab 3. 1, 2, 3. Just because I don't know how many it's going to take. So let's put these machines away because we don't need them in our pocket. And then let's go back to the quarry area. Where are you? So we need to turn off our wither killer. Redstone mode. Run with redstone signal. That's fine. And then we need to manually do this. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Have we not got flight? Yeah, we do. Oh, that worried me then for a second. We do that. Right clicked with the model. And then, so we've currently got data per kill 1. It's gonna hurt, isn't it? Okay. So I'm assuming that... Is there like a certain weapon that we need to kill these guys with? Whether its sound is so freaking jarring. Hurt. Minecraft. My fault. Where is the kitten slippers that keep on making that noise? I don't know where it is. Cat hurt. There we go. This. We want that off completely. Because that is freaking annoying. So let me spawn one more of these guys. Where's the... I don't know. Looking for the wither. Okay, and let's go back to the assembly model. Is there a way that I'm meant to be doing this? Does it have to be on like my offhand as I kill? Is that a thing? You can see how experienced I am with this mod. And I could have swore that I had muted that freaking cat sound. Because that's going to get annoying after a while. How about that? Okay, I'm going to actually have to look this up. This is annoying me. Alright, so I read a little bit and apparently we need this deep learner. So if we do that and we put the wither in there. Upgrades to basic in 6 kills. So if we keep that in there now, hopefully, if we kill one, it will go up by 1. We do that. Let's just see if that works or not. So, at the moment, currently says upgrades to basic in 6 kills. So that should go down to 5. Ow, super loud. Okay. And 5 kills. Okay, yeah, so you need it in this in order to upgrade it. So I'm going to kill an absolute butt ton of these guys. I wonder if that machine kills it, or do I actually have to get the kill? I think I actually have to get the kill, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I'm going to kill a bunch of these, hopefully get up to superior, and see how long that takes. So catch you back in a bit after I've upgraded this thing. Alright, so after a lot of wither killing, and I can show you the bag, just the amount of puppets and these enchanted scroll things that I've been getting, loads of the yellow miniature hearts that we also need in order to upgrade our health anyway, whole ton of never size, it's like 120, 130 withers I had to kill, but we finally got the model up to self-aware, so you cannot improve me any further. That means it's got a 99.5% chance of spawning one of them pearls that we can then decode into a nether star or yellow heart. So that is that one done. Now what I need to do is pick and decide which of the mobs I actually need this for. And there are some that, depending on what they drop, like, do we really need with skellies? I don't think we do. I think the piglich ones, like, this can then be decoded into the hearts, and I'm fairly sure that we need these. Yeah, to make the unobtainium. So the piglich one is probably one that we're going to have to do. But killing like 100 odd of them is going to take so freaking long. What does the warden give us? Miniature blue hearts. That may be one. Right, the warden's not difficult to kill, and I know where we can go to spawn loads of them. The mobs from the Twilight, I don't really see the point in spawning these, because like we don't need their drops in mass quantities, so not overly worried about that. The dragon though is probably going to be one that we do want, because we can also get a dragon egg, the green hearts, dragon tooth. I have no idea what that's for. Dragon's breath, but I think it's mainly the dragon egg, because this is actually used in a few different recipes, especially one that we need, like this celestial manipulator and the miniature exit portal. And then you also need it for doing the upgrades for the draconic crafting. So the ender dragon is going to be one that we need, but I probably won't go to the hassle of killing that many ender dragons. So that's probably going to be one that I do. So what is it? Say ender dragon, the piglich, the wilden is probably going to be one, because this is the Ars Nouveau thing. Probably not actually. We can get quite a lot of this stuff easily. Is there anything else? What's the Twilight Goblin give us? Just armor shards, not worried about that. Shulkers, shulker shells, end rods, and shulker meat. Hoglins is pork chop, leather, hoglin hide, hoglin loin, and ham. For food, maybe, but otherwise, meh. Tomes and dying and emeralds, not really an issue. All the normal witch drops that we're getting anyway, so we don't really have to worry about that one. The wither skelly stuff, we're already getting drops from that from our mob spawner. So I probably want the blizz, because that gives us the blizz motes, and then you could use the blizz powder to make different stuff like the, what is it, fulminating explosives and fulminating grenades, which is like fun, but I don't think we're going to need very high tier versions of them. Just trying to determine like which ones are these that we would actually need. So you've got the druid, which is, nope, we don't really need any of that stuff. What I'm wondering is that the mobs that it's not showing as having these things, is it still possible to get them? Gold we don't really need, we've got that farm sort of permanently running. Zombie flesh we don't need. Sheep I could probably do with actually, because this will like then go into numerous different coloured walls, which is actually pretty handy, because I'm constantly having to manually craft them, and I'm having to craft normal wool out of string. So sheep is definitely one that I want. I'll probably go through, oh wow, they've got a mimic one, and you can use this to get all of the different artifacts, but this would have been good for early game, because we've already got the majority of these. There are still a few of them that we're missing, but not like a lot of them. Vampiric glove we've not got yet. Running shoes not got. We've got the umbrella. Yeah, there's very few that we actually need still, which is unfortunate. It would have been a good one. Twilight, the ice dude, snowballs and ice, you know what, that's probably not a bad one to get. What's the Yeti give us? Just like fur. Yeah, we probably don't want that. Troll, magic beans. We don't really need a large quantity of like bloody magic beans, do we? What the hell does a polar bear give you? Royal cod, polar bear, gallbladder? Not nourishing enough to improve your health. What the hell can this be used for? just a random snack for killing polar bears, I guess. So probably the warden was the warden one that we needed. Get the blue hearts. We definitely need the ender dragon. Maybe the elder guardian to get all of the shards and stuff from that. Or just a normal guardian is probably going to be an easier one to get. This one gives us... Oh, it doesn't give us the actual shard things. So I think the elder guardian gives us both the prismarine shards and crystals. So maybe the elder guardian. We also get sponges from that. So what is it? We're on sheep, elder guardian, warden, dragon. Maybe snowman? Probably not. We'll go with the elemental thing, the Twilight Ice elemental. So I know where they spawn. So yeah, I'm going to go around and do a bunch of this stuff. And once I've got a bunch of them sort of done and dusted and their models sort of learnt, and we're ready to set up. Once I'm ready to set up, then I'll bring you back. But I need to figure out what to do with all of these freaking scrolls. I may just eat them all, to be honest with you. But yeah, catch you back in a bit. So far we're up to the Piglet one. So deep learner, what we've got, I've done the warden. That one didn't actually take too long. Done the wither. And then that one's also at the top one, self-aware. And we've also done the ender dragon, which is also at self-aware. No word of lie, around about 4 hours doing this stuff now. So I have no idea how long this one's going to take. I'm assuming it's going to take long because they've got 5,000 health, which is significantly more than any of the others. Like, how does the ender dragon only have 100 health? I never knew the wither had more health than the ender dragon. It's crazy. But I guess that's just got a healing from the crystals. These guys have, what, 12 armor? All the rest have none. Oh, this is going to suck so much. Okay, guys. I need to be careful that they don't actually hit me. Yeah, this is going to be like a lot of spammage, really. Have I got repellent? Rebounding. I can't see repellent anywhere. Yep, it's just going to be a lot of spammage, really. Like, what's the rate on these guys? The health, I hope it's like 1 kill per. Oh, basic and 6 kills, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, it's going to be a lot of just spamming. Like, if I do that, does that do like much damage? 9716. No, it really doesn't. Is that like 4 damage? Oh, that one got shocked though. 7, 8. It's around about 30 or 40 damage, so not a great deal. So yeah, it's just going to be like a hell of a lot of spammage really. So yeah, catch you back in a bit. Alright, so fast forward around about 3 hours of doing this. I created a few different setups to see if I could get it to work in different ways and how quickly I can get their health down, because they do just take a ridiculous amount of time. And if you're wondering how come they're so high up above them, it is because as soon as I get low, that noise just becomes like unbearably loud for me. I've so far got these up to the advanced tier. Yeah, and I need to get another 25 more kills to get superior tier. So what I've got now is I've just made a big dirt box. This is over in the quarry dimension next where our wither killer is. And I've got the spawner just above, so it will continuously spawn and it's out of range of these ones. So the amount of these down here aren't going to stop this one from spawning. So that was one thing, so I had to raise the walls up a bit, and then I've got 4 fans on each side, and then they're standing on poison plates and main plates. And what you can tell is that once they're down to like 1 hit kills, because the main plates and poison plates can't actually kill them, it's the only things that I found in the game that will lower their health without actually killing them. I can then see that they're the ones not taking damage, so we've got one that's at like no health that we can go and get the kill on. But yeah, another 25 more in order to get this. There we go. I've got a spawn egg from that one. By the way, it's very broken texture. So it's just a case of waiting. So what I may as well do is get like a whole bunch of these to spawn. So if we go and like tick speed this up a little bit, just to get it to spawn a bunch more, I'm going to chew through a whole bunch of power. Hello. There's got to be like a transfer limit. Can I like increase this limit at all? Bypass limit. There we go. If I do that, it still is not giving it enough power. I just don't think this thing can take as much power. How about if we add more points to it? Will it then be able to keep up? We do that. It is gaining, but it's no longer got the boost from my time in the bottle. Say bypass limit, network statistics. Like it, I don't know why it isn't outputting as much. So flux point. Input. Energy stored. So it's got more than enough energy stored, but I don't know why the output is as low as it is. No, put this up to 9. Add another 0. Okay. But still, it's like, although I've increased it, its output is only 288, although the transfer limit is like off the board. It's so weird. Maybe the machine itself has a limit to how much power it can take at any given point. It's the only reason, it's the only way that I've sort of come across this problem. Oh, hello. Yeah. And then it's just going to burn through the power. Yeah, so you can't really tick accelerate these too crazily, just because the machines themselves can't take the power that quickly, which is a little bit annoying. But hopefully we should be able to get enough of them built up down here for me to get. I don't think I'm going to go all the way on this one, like 28 remaining in order to get up to the superior one, and I think superior is going to be good enough. Should we need it anymore, we can make some spawners out of the spawn eggs and just have spawners with all of the max upgrades to constantly spawn, rather than this sort of trickling them bit by bit. Is probably going to be the best bet for it. You know what, can I actually do that now? If we go and grab like some spawners, I'm going to want ones that aren't broken preferably, and we want one with max entities being the highest. Actually that's it's the spawn count, isn't it? Well, spawn count 10. Let's grab you and grab Vindicator. I've got a couple of them. Let's do these two and see if we get these guys working. We do that, do that. Can we use these as spawn eggs? Yes we can. There we go. So I've got them onto there. Now Apotheosis is also updated, so if we go Apotheosis, like all of these charm things are now like little bracelet things, and their upgrading system, their table, all the UI has been changed. Apothic boss spawner. So, oh wow, I wonder how you get that. Interesting. So augmenting table, that I believe is new, that wasn't in it before. Uses sigils of enhancement to augment. Okay, yeah, well, what we want to figure out is the monster spawners. So spawner modifications, spawn count +1, so the piglet charts, that's something we can do. So ghast tears, hearts, ornamodium, what else? Unobtainium. And we don't want that. And then the rest is like minus them. So what is it? Piglet chart. Which we have definitely got. Let's go. Piglet charts. We've got loads of them now, just from where I've been farming them here. And then, so if you go and say, oh, I guess we can't do any more on it. So that is the max, I think, that we can use onto them. Then ornamodium. Why is it only... Okay, this one's let me put more on. Good. So minimum spawn delay is 100. 100. The max spawn delay on this one is 120. While this one's 800. So that is the thing that we want to lower. Let's get the dragon eggs as well. You know what? Because we like got a whole ton of them, we got 46. Let's use one on each of these. Boom, boom, and this is gonna get silly. Then we want to grab, is it unobtainium, which we've got a whole bunch of as well. Oh, hello guy. And that is like minimized. We are going to have to put something up top. Oh wow, this is going to chew through loads of it. 2. Yeah, we're going to need some more unobtainium. Not a lot more, just enough to take it all the way down to 100. And then we're going to need to... we probably want some redstone controls actually. Let's grab 2 of these guys, make you, so that way we can turn you off. Come on then guys. Please. Because we're going to have to put something above it. No. Yeah. Oh, once he finally decides to move his ass off to the top of there, we've got a few more of them that's able to be killed. I'm going to leave this one carry on spawning, and once I've got enough, I'll probably turn these back on and just get a ridiculous amount of them going, so that way we can get this up to the level that I actually want it, which is the self-aware model, and then we can set up the 4 things with our new power supply on the ship. So yeah, catch you back in a bit. Alright, so after some time, let me make sure my phone's actually on mute this time. I think it's gone off way too much during this episode. I've managed to get all 4 of these guys at the, what is it, self-aware, which is 99.5% of it actually outputting the items that we want. So we are going to be setting up on the ship. So if we head on down to here, we've got a clear shot over to our storage system over there. And what I'm thinking is that we have, do we want both sides dedicated to this or just one side? Because I need to decide what to do with our power sources. But this is all of the random crap that we've managed to gather. We want loot fabricators and loot simulation, or the simulation chambers. So, if we have, say, 8, so we're probably going to want power cables going to this first of all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we can put these guys on here, like so. And then maybe have like our little mini power set up just over here. So if we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Have we got one of our lava ones? Yes, we do. We do that. Fluids. 2, 3, and 4. And then I also made a energy cell nitro. If we bust you and go put our energy cell there. And we're going to need our configurator tool. Where are you? Up here. Do one of these. Awesome. And then we can link all of these up with our new fancy power cables. So this stores 2 billion RF, and by the looks of it, it's going up by like nearly 100,000 every other tick, which is pretty good. All of these are generating 20,000, so 80,000 per tick, which is pretty freaking good. So then if we link this guy up to here, and then link this guy up to there, that should hopefully have these active. And then we need to take out our data models, if I am guessing this correct. And then we need to say put you into here. Cannot be in simulation, missing input, prediction matrix. What is a prediction matrix? I do not know. If we just put all of these guys in, and then I need to have a look at whatever this prediction matrix is. What mod is this? Hostile. Deep learner. Oh, prediction matrix. Okay, do I have to constantly fill these guys up with this thing? 4. We then go prediction matrix. Launch in. Some of these require quite a lot of power. Launch in, runtime, iteration, started, assessing threat level, engage an enemy, sequence prediction succeeded. Okay, yeah. So I'm fairly sure that we do actually have to supply them with these prediction matrices, which makes it a little bit more tricky. And then we need to take out the generalized matter as well as this prediction. And then the predictions are what runs into our loop fabricators. So if we go, say, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping that if we're able to pull directly, if we then do this, then just for the time being, let's just grab a chest, because I have no idea how these things work clearly. Do that, and then if we say, let's make sure all of the others are on pull first of all. I want to know if they pull out the prediction matrices as well, which is something that we obviously don't want to happen. So let's have a look. Okay, so it's not pulling out the prediction matrices, which is fine. It is pulling out all of the other things. Okay, so do we get to pick like what items we're getting? If we do, that's a lot more powerful than I thought it was going to be. Interesting. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Why are you not going into here? then I'm just going to assume that we need to supply that with power. You... What? Wow, that is just crafting us Never Stars and the Piglet charts. What do we want from here? Is it just, oh, you know, just do dragon eggs for now. And then from this one, what is it we really want? Probably blue heart canisters right now. That is pretty cool. So do you need one of these loot fabricators for each one? If we just like leave it set on them? Oh, okay. I don't really know how to do this automatically then. There's got to be a way of setting it. Like you'd think that there would be. I'm going to have to try to figure out a way of sending certain ones to certain fabricators. Like, as soon as they disappear, like, as soon as you use them up, this thing disappears. So there's got to be a way of, like, permanently setting them. And then I need to figure out a way of permanently feeding these guys prediction matrices. Crafting wise, iron we're doing automatically, gold we're doing automatically, clay we're growing the stuff that we can craft clay automatically, and glass panes we can do that automatically because we're getting glass constantly made. So constantly feeding them the prediction matrices isn't an issue. We're also getting this generalized ender matter, which I'm not too sure what we're meant to be doing with that. I'm assuming that's coming from the ender dragon. What can we use you for? I'll use that for like crafting different things. So dragon heads would be pretty good. Because I'm fairly sure this is used in quite a few different random recipes. Yeah, like the necromancer staff, mega requester, mob grinder from draconic evolution uses it. So maybe this isn't the correct setup. Maybe the correct setup is having one of these and then a pipe go into a loot fabricator and then that being picked off. I want to see if there's a way of automatically setting the loot fabricator to make only what we want it to make. So otherwise it's just going to get filled. So let me have a tinker with this, see if there's any way of like permanently setting what this goes to. And then what I want to then do is set up a section of storage drawers on this wall and have all of these items being stored in storage drawers. Because I don't think I've set anywhere in the normal storage system, and I don't obviously want these filling up our disk drives because they're going to be constantly like making and crafting. Yeah, I need to figure out a way of doing this automatically. So I'm going to have a look online because I know absolutely nothing about this. So deep learner displays the hard models, so that's prediction matrix, that's fine. Can I don't think there is a way of doing that actually. There's got to be a way of setting it permanently. But yeah, I'm going to have a look to see how to do this, and I'll bring you back once I've got something permanently set up, because at the moment this is just like me trying to figure out how stuff works. So yeah, catch you back in a bit. Alright, so after a little bit of tinkering, what I have figured out is that when you set one of these to something, even though it's been cleared, if that prediction matrix thing comes into this one again, it will automatically craft the one that you had selected before. So all of these are now running automatically. We've set up a little section of storage drawers, which is storing the piglet hearts, the Never Stars, the Ender Dragon eggs. We are also producing the yellow, green and blue hearts, as well as Dragon's Breath. Mainly because I switched up a couple of them, so depending on which one gets which. And then I need to go round, and what I've actually gone and done is I've dug out the top section for the power, and we've got the power running underneath here. At the back of all of these simulation ones, we've got the export buses from our digital storage. They've got a crafting upgrade to pull and make the prediction matrices. So now they are being automatically restocked in these guys. So that's all being done automatically. So this is now permanently just running, and it's on its own little separate power system. So we're not going to have any issues of it running out of power. I have run a purple power cable, not power cable, digital cable from our storage from our main controller. And we're using the purple line for our hostile neural networks. And it's run down here. We've got the one that goes to our storage controller. So we've got a ME storage bus which connects to the framed storage controller, and that's a way that we can now go to our nether stars and access them via that, as well as the piglet hearts, I do believe. So we've got access all of the piglet hearts that we're now making, and this is a priority of 100, so any more that we put into the system will automatically go to these storage drawers. These ones are upgraded with void upgrades as well as diamond upgrades, so we can store like 679 million nether stars before it starts deleting them. And what I need to now do is go through the hostile guys and see which ones drop what that I may actually need. And I'm going to go round and get them done. So what I'll do is, like, at the moment I'm very, very tiny, if you didn't notice. Like, I'm Ant-Man sort of small. Yay! That is just so I can crawl around in the gaps, and that's due to this personal shrinking device. So we can actually make ourselves bigger. There we go. And that's just a way that I'm crawling around a lot easier to do the cabling. I will decorate the room. I've done the storage drawers in the same sort of decorational fashion that the machines are, the simulation chambers. Like you can see, they've got a bright highlight ring with the sort of very dark sort of concrete black. So I will decorate the rest of this room to sort of match that sort of theme. And what I'll do is, in between this cut and the next cut, I'm going to go grab a whole bunch more of these dudes and then upgrade their model features to actually do what I want them to do. Oh my god. That is not the correct bag. I actually need to empty that bag. I'm looking for my ME one, because I've got a whole bunch of ME cables that need to be thrown into there. Power cables and whatnot can be thrown into my normal backpack, as well as the configurator tool. And then the rest of this random stuff can just be thrown into storage, because I'm going to be decorating a room in a different fashion than them blocks anyway. So we can throw the black concrete away. Oh my god, that air thing is out, so I'm going to start taking damage. Let's put a new air one on us, and I need to go refill that back at our home base. So let's throw you away, that way we've got some pocket room. Put the storage thing in there. So yeah, let me get these bits and pieces done, and once I come back we'll see a completely newly decorated room and a bunch more of the mobs done. Because I know one is going to be the sheep, because I want the wall being automatically done. And I'm not going to bother doing all the different coloured walls. I was thinking of having that as like an on-demand system, but because we are already growing the dye seeds, these guys that we've got over 10,000 of, we can craft every single colour dye that we want. So I'll set up like auto crafting recipes for them and have the coloured wall being auto crafted like on demand as I need it, sort of thing, rather than having like 16 different simulation chambers or loot fabricators processing the sheep wool into all the different colours. I'm just going to have white wool being stored. But yeah, this is now getting the heart, so we're going to be able to upgrade all of our heart canisters soon, as well as we're getting all the nether stars and piglet shards, which are like, we've probably done the hardest mobs first of all. The wither, ender dragon, and the piglets was just super grindy to get that to be the max tier that you can get it. But yeah, nevertheless, I'm going to crack on and get some more of these done. Once I've got a bunch more of these done in this room decorated, I will bring you back. So catch you back in another probably day or two, to be honest with you. So yeah, see ya. Alright, so fast forward a day and a half later, mainly because I didn't get enough time to really play that much yesterday. So we are up to 2,208 Nether Stars. Our blaze rods are still on display for some reason. I don't know why I'm keeping track of them. And we are 62,000 on white wall, but I can show you what I've done so far. So we added this set of reinforced doors that sort of slide open to our main sort of computer area, which I really freaking like. As you can probably tell, the floor is different, and the floor is different because I had to do the ceiling a different colour back here, and I had to sort of make that work for the upstairs because it's also doubling as the floor upstairs. So we've got our little room in here. All of our computers are on the left. We've got tinted glass trapdoors covering all of our cables, and then white quartz to back it. And then we're using the Aurora blocks from the Twilight Forest with the Aurora pillar blocks, also from Twilight Forest, mainly because they give that sort of aqua to like green to bluish look. And then we're using the same sort of trim on our storage system. But the ones that I finished doing, so we've got the sheep on top tier, we've got the guardian top tier, elder guardian top tier, and we've got the shulker top tier, which means we have fully upgraded our heart canisters. So we are now at 4 red hearts, 5 white. And if we go down to our max health, where was it showing? Max health 227. So our heart canisters are now adding an extra 80 max health onto us. Like, we needed more ways of staying alive because, yeah, I don't think we've died since like the first 10 episodes. It's been since we died, mainly because all of our gear that we've been crafting, no matter what set we are, we're still making it stupidly OP. Which is fine. I think that's like the point of modded, is that things are meant to get stupidly OP, but I still like a sort of challenge now and again, especially when it comes to combat. But nevertheless, there are other mod packs sort of aimed and geared towards that sort of gameplay. It's usually RPG type gameplay, but the one thing is that I really love having all of the mods, but when it comes to the RPG aspects, I'm not too much of a fan of it. I just like playing with the mods, but I don't want to be stupidly overpowered all of the time. But unfortunately, trying to get cool looking armor sets, you end up being stupidly OP. Plus, I really love our Iron Man outfit, so never mind. We need to do, we're getting the 3 different types. So we're getting the generalized Ender prediction, Overworld prediction, and Twilight prediction. What we need is the Nether mob prediction. So we need a Nether mob to throw into the mix. And I was thinking initially blazes, because we are using blaze rods for quite a few different things. But that is still like gradually ticking up, even though that we're using them. Like, and as fuel source for our create chocolate area, as well as the fuel source for like manufacturing our mana, which is slowly ticking up also. So, what nether mobs are there that we could possibly farm? So we've got blazes. Trying to think. You've got wither skellies, magma cubes. I think they're like the only nether mobs that are here that are actually farmable. We've got hoglins. What do hoglins give? Raw pork chop, hide. You know, the leather isn't too bad because that's actually used in like quite a lot of different random crafting recipes. I don't think we've got a way of auto crafting that, because I don't think we've got cow seeds. Yeah, I don't think we've got cow seeds. So maybe having the hoglin one, which means we need to get a model of the hoglin. So let's go to the Ignis thingy, the fire arena, and we are looking for hoglin, which means we're looking for a certain biome of the Crimson Forest. If we go to our nature compass, go into Crimson and start search, it is, wow, not far at all. It's like 200 blocks away. So if we go over here, get a swab of a hoglin, and then the nether wastes, and then we've got crimson all around us here. Get a swab, and then we can make an egg, spawn it in, and then do the bits and pieces with a spawner to stupidly overpower it. Where are you? Ow! I don't even know what that was. Propellant. Oh, they blow up. That's pretty cool. Obviously not from like a dying standpoint, but it is pretty cool. I cannot see any hoglins. Really? It's like the one guarantee that you usually get in these biomes is hoglins, because they're like the worst mob that can hit you about 20 blocks away. No, not piglin. There you are. Okay, so let's get a swab, and then we are going to want... where is it? Did I put them all away? At hostile. What did I do with them? The model frameworks, I'm just going to make another one because I don't know where I've put them. Okay. Thank you. Put you into here. And then put you. Awesome. And then we want to go and travel. Actually, let's do that thing here while we're here. Oh, no, it was the wrong one. God damn it. Okay. Hoglin. I made a witch one. It keeps on trying to make me make the witch one, so I guess it finally got its wish. And then we are going to want to... there it is. Fast travel over to our normal home. And then... oh, come on. And then... we are looking for a chicken. There's got to be one around here somewhere. Come on, chicken. Got pigs up there. Oh, I heard one. There you go. If we then get our GM chicken feed.
Happy birthday, Taco!
Okay, let's go to our quarry area. And then we can... oh yeah, I've done shulkers over here, so we've got a whole ton of shulker boots flying everywhere. But we don't actually need shulkers in there anymore, so let's make that a hoglin. Throw this on. And then just let a whole ton of them build up. Oh yeah, we can actually turn this on now. There was no point in me having this on before because the shulkers obviously just teleport to wherever it is they want to go. And then what we can do is just stand here and just murder them. So yeah, let me get this thing up to the top tier, and then I'll set it up in our fabricator to craft all of the bits and pieces that we want, and then we'll start getting the nether, generalised nether prediction stuff, just in case we need it. Wow, we're getting loads of random stuff on this way as well. But yeah, catch you back in a bit. Alright, and that is in place and done. So we are now getting the generalised nether prediction, and we're getting the leather, pork chop and ham from them. I think I may need to throw in a couple more of these loot fabricators, because I'm not 100% sure that these ones are actually keeping up anymore, which is hard to tell. You'll be able to tell if some of these still have their... okay, that one's fine, fine. Okay, that one is fine, fine. It looks like they're just about keeping up. Like, these things don't kick out stuff like stupidly quick. Is there... can we tick accelerate these? Like, if we needed a whole bunch more nether stars, say like 2,000. If we wanted to, say, tick accelerate that up to 64. Wow, yeah. It is kicking them out stupidly quick. So we can actually tick accelerate that. And this is then just going to be churning out nether stars if we need a lot of them really quickly. Which is pretty cool actually. Like, I've got 88 hours to use on this thing. Oh yeah, I'm running out of oxygen. Crap. Where are you? That one's dead. That one's dead. I should have one more somewhere. Okay, let's go into an area that's got oxygen. For some reason the oxygen just doesn't stretch there. There. Thank you. I knew I had one more. Which is one that, like... there are ways, obviously, I can put in another oxygen thing just down here somewhere, maybe opposite here. But having the sort of maintenance thing of being careful where I am in order to make sure the area's got oxygen. Like this one, I need to relocate somewhere just so it looks a little bit better. Probably somewhere in the ceiling, I was thinking. Like have one down here and then maybe have another one down like here-ish. But then I'm not too sure what is on the other side. Like how much room have we got? So we've got a blocks like playing space here that we can sort of do stuff in. And then you've got these light things up here, which we can also sort of maneuver around. Which isn't terrible. I may do some more decorating, because obviously we changed out this pathway, so I'll probably end up changing out all the pathways down here as well. And the one leading up that way. Just to sort of make it match and blend in a little bit better. Also might do some decorating in here as well, because all of this was designed with just vanilla blocks in mind. Until we've sort of upgraded it bit by bit. I want to get these screens working to control our spawners, so I may do that in between episodes. All of that stuff is relatively simple, and it's not stuff that is overly interesting to watch me fiddle around with. So what I'm thinking is I'll do that sort of stuff in between episodes, but next episode we may focus on doing our mech suit, because we've got way more than enough polonium pellets to do that now. Or we may get into the draconic evolution for the power storage, and then sort out maybe the episode after that doing a big sort of nuclear reactor for power generation, because at the moment I've got so many segregated little power supplies. Like I've got that one's running off of its own one. I've got our main storage system over here, I do believe is running off of its own individual one, or is that running off of the ship one? Where are you? Where's your power supply? That's the power acceptor. Flux point. What are you running? Joy's spaceship. Okay, so that's running off of the main ship one. And the main ship one is, I do believe, towards the back. The back with the mechanism stuff, I do believe I set that up at. So that should be over here. Yeah, that's got 6 of them all generating with a nitro cell. And that's not like decreasing, so we're simply covering, that's not a word, covering the amount of energy that we're using, which isn't too much of an issue. So either draconic evolution, bigger reactors like a nuclear reactor, or we may delve into a magic mod. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm just going to see which way the sort of thing takes us. But nevertheless, we've got into the hostile mob networks, but before we end it off, there is a reward thing. Power, deep resonance. Yeah, I was checking over my videos just before, and draconic evolution and deep resonance did not have quest lines that you could do before. So that may be something that we get into, because I've not played with the lasers in like God knows how long. Where is the... I know that I got a reward for doing something. Was it here? Is it you? Okay. Oh man, we just done another quest. You know what? Let's just click this big button up here. So we got cow spawn egg, dormant deep shell for a whole bunch of XP, wheat, resin ore, steak, gem fused slate, host, enchanted book, spirited crystal, inferium sword, chronicle of shadows, a cake, another waystone. It's a whole bunch of random stuff. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.